Good morning and welcome to another flow with me. So this is going to be a very floor focused flow. That's quite a mouthful. Floor focused flow. And effectively we're not doing any standing postures, but we will be doing some intermediate poses and we will see how it feels and yeah, just see how we are today. So this will be my last practice for a while because I am getting my surgery done on my shoulder this weekend, so it's Thursday at the moment, and yes, we will see what happens. So after that I think I'll probably be doing more wrist free or arm free yoga for a while. So yeah, let's see what happens, but yeah. Okay, so let's start. Toes together, knees out wide, going into a child's pose. Starting off relatively relaxed. Try to walk our hands as far forward as we can, keeping those hips down. Taking a couple of cycles of breath. In through the nose, out the mouth. Okay, we're going to start moving and flowing. So left hand comes back, right arm goes up, coming back down, going all the way to the other side, right hand back, left arm up, hips forward. Two lifts, so one each side, lifting back, back down, super long, right hand back, left arm up, and lift it forward. Coming back into a child's pose. We're going to ripple forward into a cobra, pulling those shoulders back, head up, curling over the toes, coming back into dog, facing dog. So pedaling it out here, or moving the hips side to side, whatever feels good for you. We're just going to hang out here for about 2 cycles of breath. Try to get those heels to be flat on the floor. Okay, we're lifting the right leg up to the sky. Really engaging that glute. Keeping those hips squared. Opening up the hip. Now the hip can open up to the right side. Try to look at that foot underneath the armpit. Coming forward, getting that right knee to right elbow, stepping the foot on the outside of the right hand, coming into lizard. Okay, so we're going to bring our hands down if we can, rock ourselves forward and back. And side to side as well, just finding a bit of movement. Putting that left knee down, right forearm can stay on the floor, or we can lift it up and taking it back, grabbing that back leg, stretching that quad. Trying to really stretch it out. Letting it go. Lifting that arm up, bringing the hands back up, lifting that back knee off the floor, lifting up, like you're trying to stretch the opposite hands, well, each hand, lowering down into horizon, coming back up, going all the way without the use of the hands if you can, to Skandasana at the back of the mat. Really pushing those hips open. If you can, take a seat at the back here. Right hand onto left ankle. Yeah, that's right. Left hand up and over. And if you can, grab onto, so peace fingers onto the big toe and twist that chest open. Alternatively, you can just grab the foot or the shin. lifting up, coming back into your Skandasana. Right hand goes down. You're going to lift up that front leg, sorry. It's now the front leg. Into a bit of a side plank and then into wildling if you can. Really lifting those hips up. Step that left foot back. So bringing it into your side plank, stepping it in line with the right foot, coming back to Skandasana. Ooh, nearly fell over. Flowing to the front of the mat, Skandasana at the front of the mat, as low as you can or as high as you need to go, using your hands or not using the hands. Flipping over, coming into a bit of a lunge with the chest onto the front leg, hands down, stepping that foot back but without putting it on the floor, into a plank with the leg up, holding, lowering down, chaturanga with the legs still up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. We're going to do that again on the other side. This is just to warm up. But we've not stood up yet, so we've done it. Okay, other side. Left leg up. Using those glutes. Pull that leg as high up as you can. Open up the hip. Now you can twist the chest a bit more. Try to look at your foot underneath your armpit. I know I'm just repeating myself here. Bring that knee to the wrist, well, to the elbow, and stepping it on the outside. So here you can stay up here for a bit and just move yourself side to side. Sorry. Need to put the boobs away. Move side to side, forward, back. Come down onto the forearms if you need to. So for me, if I go onto my forearms, I need to turn my toes out a bit more to make space in the hips. You put that back knee down. We're going to either staying on your forearm or lifting up. Setting that back, the left hand back, and curling that leg in. So just grabbing the foot, kicking into the foot if you can for a bit, then releasing and bringing the foot into the glutes, pushing those hips low to the floor. You want to be in the top of the thigh here, not the knee. Keep breathing, keep twisting. Sorry, I forgot to twist, I was like looking down. Releasing that foot. Lifting back up into your lizard. Right hand down, left hand up, twisting the chest towards that left foot or left leg. Lowering the hips down into horizon. Really stretching out those hips because I feel it. Lifting back up, taking that hand off the floor, coming back into Skandasana at the back of the mat. Opening up that hip, feeling it into the groin. Okay, lowering down, left hand onto the left foot or right foot. God, this flying. Right hand up and over. Twisting that chest up to the ceiling. So either grab the foot or the shin or wherever feels good. If it is that you're just here, that's fine. If it's that you're like just holding on and about here, that's absolutely great. You will get deeper the more you do it. Using those arms to twist you further. One more breath. Lifting up, back into your Skandasana. We're going to put the left hand down this time, stepping over and coming into a side plank. Stepping that left foot back and down into wild thing. Left leg back in to a bit of a plank, side plank. Stepping that foot back in front, coming back to Skandasana. This fly is really bugging me. Get away. God, there's loads actually. I think because it's finally summer here now. Go. Okay. We're going to come down, keeping that Skandasana sort of legs. Twisting over, keeping the chest onto the leg. Hands down. Coming into 3-leg plank. Lowering down, Chaturanga, still hovering with the leg in the sky a bit. Coming up into upward facing dog. Rolling over into downward facing dog. Come and bring those knees down, toes together into child's pose. Taking a few more of those half camels. So hips forward, right hand back, left hand up, hips forward. Last one. And back down. Okay, so now we're going to add on. So, if you're with me, we're going to make a few adjustments to what we just did, but if you don't think you can, do what we just did, or follow me and do what you can do. Okay, so we're in child's pose. We're going to ripple forward into upward facing dog, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Right leg up, keeping those hips squared. Open the hip, now we can turn to the right side, looking at those toes. Bring the knee to the elbow, holding it there for a second. I say a second, like a couple of breaths. And stepping it to the side of the right hand, coming into that lizard pose. I'm going to hang out here, getting ready. Put that back leg down. You're going to heel toe your foot to the opposite wrist. So heel toeing the right foot to the left wrist. Using those back toes to walk those hips further down towards the mat. Walking forward with the hands and not the chest down. Oh, my hips are tight. Lifting back up. Alternative for the quad stretch. We're still going to do it, but we're going to curl in that leg using the strength of our hamstrings. Take the left hand onto the ankle and go into mermaid if you can. So mermaid is just moving that foot into the crease of the elbow. Grabbing onto the hands. Alternative, you could just stay here and just pull the leg in as close as you can, just working your way to eventually getting mermaid. I'm just going to hang here for a second. Letting go. So, sorry, I'm just reminding myself what I'm doing. Okay. So, we're gonna kick that. So, lift the knee back up, step the foot back to the side of the hips. Lift that right hand up. Bringing that chest parallel to that knee. Lower down to the horizon. Lift back up. Coming back to Skandasana at the back of the mat. So, sorry, I went down too fast. Hanging out here, pushing that arm against the leg, opening up the chest, lowering down. This time, you can either take that clasped, rotating fold, or you bring that leg in. So we're going to use the right leg, curl it in, take the right foot and put it into the crease of the, left foot and put it into the crease of the right elbow. Left hand wraps around the knee, and we're just doing rock the baby position, just to warm up those hips a bit more. And if you're with me and you feel that, if you feel that this is intense enough, you can hang out here, or open up that hip a bit more. You are going to go into compass pose with me. So what that is we're going to take the ankle with the right hand. We're going to put the leg onto the arm as if it's a backpack. So you're trying to get it right on top of that elbow. Okay, this is where we're hanging out. So if you feel this enough, then that's fine. But if you can go a bit more, putting that arm, that left hand out long, right hand pushes, left leg pushes against the hand, and we're twisting ourselves open. This is not my great side, it's not as open, but this is as far as I can get, and this is fine. Good, okay. If you're ready, and if you're done with that, you're going to keep that leg on top of the arm. Okay, we're going to push our elbow onto the left thigh, the leg that was helping us sit, the right leg, is going to come and cross on top. And then we're going to put the hands down and kick out to this side. So this hand comes in close to the hip and lift the hips up. Coming back down, leg goes out, back into Skandasana. Look at that. Right hand goes down. You're going to lift back into side plank. Step it back into wild thing. Step it back in front next to the right hand. Coming back into Skandasana. Coming forward into a power lunge. A little bit of a standing posture, my bad. Hands down, curling that leg. Lift it back, let it float. Hold it. Lower halfway, still holding it up. And upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. I'm just going to make sure this is still recording. Okay. Okay. Downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths there. We've got to do that on the other side. Left leg up. Open up that hip. Knee to elbow. Hold it. Step that foot forward next to the left hand. Coming into lizard. If you can, bring those fingertips down and try to mount the chest to the floor. Heel toe that foot to the right. Taking those toes and really bringing those hips down, lifting the chest, melting forward. Oh, my hips are so tight. Lifting up. I'm going to take a quad stretch here, so curl in that back leg using that right hand. You're going to pull it in. Try to get the glute, so the foot to the glute, and then if you can, let it slide to the crease of the elbow. And hook the hands, trying to get that chest to look forward. Yeah. Release the leg slowly and controlled. Hands come down. That foot steps back to the side. Right hand down, left hand up. Twist that chest. Horizon. Dip those hips down. Lift it up. Lift those hands. Come to Skandasana at the back. Sorry, forgot something. Skandasana, right hand out, left hand out, really stretching the chest. Then you sit the butt down. Okay, left leg now turn, curls in. Just to help you stabilize. I think you can do it with your leg out, but it is a little bit harder. So we're going to take that right foot, put it into the crease of the left elbow, wrap the right arm around it, and it's like you're rocking a baby. Just side to side, bringing that chest up nice and tall. I want those hips to be nice and open, really opening it up. And then if you're with me, going to take the hand, the left hand, onto the outside of the foot, so the blade. Right hand goes underneath. You're really going to try and work that foot almost to be like on your shoulder, but if not, it's fine, just on your elbow. Right hand goes out long, out to the side, you're onto the fingertips. Left leg straightens out and holds onto that, holding on with your left hand. Pushing that leg, straightening it as much as you can, and opening the chest, twisting it to the opposite side. Bringing it back in. You're going to keep the foot on top of the elbow. So you're really trying to get that elbow to dig into the thigh. The foot that was helping you stabilize goes on top, and then the other hand, the left hand, comes in close to the hip into your ribs basically. And then you're going to kick those legs out long, using the leverage that you can get onto that right elbow and lifting up. Lowering down, putting that left leg back out, right leg underneath, coming into Skandasana, really stretching out those hips. Sorry if you guys are just seeing my underwear popping out. Left hand down, coming into a side plank. Left leg, oh no, right leg to the sky, stepping it back into wilding. Right leg back where the left hand is, coming down, just gonna into a power lunge. Hands come down, framing out that left foot, letting it go back, keeping that leg lifted, lowering down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bringing those knees back down. Bringing that chest down and forward. Catching the breath. This time we're going to do a few more of those like side to side camel, half camel pose. So, but this time trying to really exaggerate, really use those glutes. Left hand comes down. If you can, grab onto the ankle or the foot. Right down. Right hand, hips first. And back down. One more each side. And back down. Coming down. Rippling forward. Lifting those hips into downward facing dog. Two breaths here. This time we're going to cross the legs, coming into seated position, and we're going to go into boat pose. So bringing those knees into the chest, arms out, legs up. If it is that you're bent, that's fine. Here. Holding, lifting that chest. I feel like I'm really giving myself coaching cues. Lowering down, halfway, just to where the ribs are about to touch. Lift up. Lower again, halfway. Lift up. One more, lower. And lower down. Bring those knees into the chest. Lifting up, going into flower position. So if you can, interlace your hands behind your back. Unfortunately, that really aggravates my shoulders, so I won't. But let's try and go onto the tops of the toes. Tops of the toes, hips up. Really trying to suffocate ourselves with our chest. If you're ready, hands to the back of the mat, to the back of your back. You're going to curl those knees up, where your feet are above your hips, and lift up into shoulder stand. Really using that core. One piece straight. If you can go into diamond shape and move those hips side to side. Or legs up, one leg down, other leg down. Whatever works for you, whatever you think your body needs, whatever you think you need. Bring those toes back down, arms out. Remember, you want the tops of the toes, like the tops of the toes. Slowly bringing it down, lowering all the way down. Letting the head roll back, lower down. Stretch those arms long, stretch the legs out, and relax into Shavasana. Taking a few breaths there.